Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cox Connections. Brad Grundmeyer, Director of Public Government Affairs for Cox, Louisiana. Thank you so much for tuning into this segment. We're going to be talking to our great friends over at Second Harvest Food Bank, always an amazing group and organization that's been doing such great work in the area of those who are in need, food, and for the hungry. And they've got a great event coming up. Happy to be talking to a good buddy of mine and Chief Philanthropy Officer for Second Harvest Food Bank, and that's Mr. Gerald Duhon. Gerald, thanks for coming, buddy.
Brad, how you been, man?
Good to see you, man, as well.
Absolutely.
Tell everybody what's been going on. I mean, does it ever slow down?
You know, it does, actually.
Does it?
But the wrong side slows
right.
down.
Okay.
Not necessarily stuff where it's slow, where we take it easy, but you know, the summer's a tough time for us. You know, our stock goes down a little bit as far as the amount of inventory we have in our warehouse. Yeah. Our demand actually goes up. You know, a lot of kids that rely on school for free and reduced lunch, free and reduced breakfast, they're not in school. So where do they go? Where do they turn? A lot of times they'll turn to the food bank and try to get some help there. So the increased demand, a little bit lower donations, and so this time of year we're kind of just segueing out of that slow time into our very busy holiday time when we have a high profile in the community, October, November, December.
But that must be tough to manage when the demand is up but the intake is not where it should be. What do you do? How do you handle that?
You know,
make ends meet like anyone else, I guess.
Yeah, and unfortunately, sometimes people have to be turned away without enough. It should not happen at all. But unfortunately, a lot of our agencies report that they've had to turn someone away at some point during the year, and that frequently happens this time of year, you know, this early fall as school kind of gets back into session. And
you bring up a good point with the free and reduced. You know, New Orleans is you know, no different than I guess any other city, but I guess our financially, and those who are even able to support themselves is such that, you know, 70 plus, north of 70 is what we're talking about, free and reduced. So there definitely is a need. Is New Orleans, it's definitely not unique, but there are many communities, many cities. Mainly, is it urban cities or that we're finding that high a number where organizations such as Second Harvesters really need to step in and fill the void?
Yeah, actually, it's a widespread problem, even in rural areas. And you probably know our service area is to 23 southern parishes of the state. So we actually have rural parishes like Vermilion, Calcasieu, places like that, you know, that are a little tougher to get to. You know, and the issue becomes, you know, for a lot of these folks is, you know, the key term is that food insecurity, which basically means A, you're hungry, but B, you don't quite know what to do about that, or have the means or the ability to take that next step. It could just be that you're placed in a place that we term a food desert, meaning that you don't have access to a supermarket with fresh produce that's affordable, that's nearby. You know, you may just have a little corner store where your option's ramen noodles rather than, you know, fresh fruit and vegetables.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what you're getting.
Exactly.
You're putting your hard-earned dollars towards. Well, and to your point, you guys do really basically from border to border as far as the outreach of Second Harvesters, correct?
Correct, yeah. Actually, last year, 263,000 unique individuals turned to Second Harvest at some point during the year for help, which is why we're there, of course. But you know, it's almost a job you wish you didn't have. You almost if you get to the point where there was no need for a food bank. And
in these financial times, you like to hope that we're turning the corner on that, and that you're not seeing as much business, but you're probably just the opposite.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Demand is always going up. You know, Brad, we're a neighbor of yours over here in Elmwood. You know, we just moved from a 20,000 square foot facility to a 200,000 square foot.
Is that big enough?
It's big enough now, yes. Yeah, but the idea was, and I said 20, I meant 30. The 30,000 square foot facility was not quite enough for us to be able to distribute the food out that we needed to distribute.
Well, everybody, you know, it's the great work of Gerald and the team over there at Second Harvest Food that really makes it happen. But we've got the way that you can contribute, if not to one of the volunteer and make a difference, financially give a donation. You can actually come on out to the 2011 Harvest the Music Festival, or Harvest the Music, presented by Hancock Bank and Whitney Bank. It's taking place, the kickoff that is, on September 14th through November 2nd. It's every Wednesday at Lafayette Square, 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Tell me a little bit about the lineup and what's the need, and how can people support Second Harvest?
Well, you can come out. So that's the great thing, is that you can get active and do something about hunger by showing up, supporting the event. Of course, we make our money on the event through the food and drink sales that are out there, through sponsorship. Yep. The awareness part is big. Just the fact that you wanted to talk to us today about the event, we spent a few minutes talking about hunger, that's important for us as we get our message out.
Sure.
One of the big events we have this year is we're wrapping this around our Hunger Action Month, which is in September. Entergy has signed on as a sponsor of our Hunger Action Month, which will be a part of Harvest the Music. And it's an idea to try to get that pendulum swinging quicker into the new school year, for people to realize the issues of hunger earlier in the year instead of looking up in October, November and thinking about it. Let's look at it in September and start talking about it.
So September is the month for that.
It has always been that way. That's a national thing. We've done a better job recently with our talented team of promoting that and getting that out. We'll be very heavy in social media talking about it. One of the exciting things is we'll be lighting Gallier Hall orange, which is orange is the color of hunger. We'll do that on Wednesdays when the concerts are going on.
And you got a great lineup September 14th. You start off with Big Sam's Funky Nation, plus Maya Borders, and then the 21st, Paul Sanchez, Bonorama, going down Irma Thomas, Trombone Shorty, Dirty Dozen, Blind Boys, Buckwheat Zydeco. That's all the way September 14th through November 2nd. Of course, you can go to their website, which we'll put up a little bit at the end of this segment, which showcases some of the email address, the web address that you can go to. But the nice part about it is it's a great event. Lafayette Square right there. Gallier Hall is the backdrop. It's really fun. If you've been to these kinds of events there at the square, it's fantastic. And what a great way, again, to come out there. Great music, great. Boy, I tell you, if you had the weather like this for the remaining
I thought about that this morning.
Let's pray that be the case.
Yeah, I thought about that this morning, that I went today and not
until next week. Yeah,
Saturday,
right, exactly. But nonetheless, it's going to be fantastic. Don't you worry about it. But the nice part about it is it's free.
Yeah.
And but to your help, come out there, bring some money, buy some food, drink, have some fun.
Have fun, but learn a little bit about what we do.
Will you guys have a booth out there with some awareness?
We do, and there'll be plenty of information to pass on while we're out there. The idea is oftentimes if you can just get active or learn a little bit more about the issue, then people will be spurred to do something about it. Because it's, for us, it's an issue. It's not an issue of not enough food. It's not that we've got to manufacture more food, grow more food. It's the food is there.
Right.
It's just getting the food into the hands of those.
And I think right here, this is the reason why, if you're asking yourself why, 1 in 8 people are struggling with hunger in our community and the need for food.
80,000 kids, 40,000 seniors.
Unbelievable.
So that's, those are the folks who need it the most.
And well, again, I thank you guys for all that you do. Let's remind everybody, let's put that graphic up one more time, Walter, for us. Again, it's called 2011 Harvest the Music, presented by Hancock Bank and Whitney Bank. It kicks off September 14th, and it goes all the way through November 2nd, right there, every Wednesday through November 2nd at Lafayette Square. It's a fantastic event. The first group on the 14th is Big Sam's Funky Nation, plus Maya Borders. Fantastic, a great lineup. For more information, you can go to harvestthemusic.org. Learn everything about the actual festival, or at least the music at the square. Again, 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Find a place to park, walk on over there. You'll hear the music. It will be pulling you in.
It starts right at 5.
You can totally hear it. And it's a great event. So come out there and support Second Harvest Food Bank, the great work that they're doing. And let's keep helping those who are in need during the fall and during these months. Very important. Gerald, thank you for all you guys are doing there. Yeah, same here as well. Everybody, that wraps up this segment of Cox Connections. We'll see you next time. Thanks a lot for watching.